Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Jonah. Welcome to my office.
Hi, Nikos. I'm so glad to be in your office. It's my first time to visit your office here in Malmö. And today is a very good day also to meet up because I'm in Copenhagen, so I just had to literally cross the Øresund Bridge for
That's how it works.
20 minutes and be on this in-person meeting and interview that we actually planned.
Sounds lovely. Great to have you here. It's not your first time in Malmö, though.
No,
You've been around a few times.
Yes, you have invited me in Azure Skåne.
Of course.
I've been to like Beauty and Code conference as a speaker. Also.
Yeah.
So Malmö is very close because I also had a chance to do like a woman in tech event with one of the companies. So that I think the company is organizing the Beauty and Code, so they also asked me to visit their office. So I've been involved in a few community events here in Malmö, so it's like a home, a kind of like second home to me because I have MVP friends here, you inside, and then Magnus as well, and many others as well. Lots of friends here, so that's good.
Correct.
It's good to be here, and a very lovely office you have. I really like the yoga.
Yeah.
Do or do not, and there is no try. And
of course.
I see your personality around your office.
Yeah, I mean it's my little man cave. This is where I work.
Cold monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but today we are going to speak about a subject that is very, very popular, and of course it's AI. But I thought that we'd have a discussion about how AI has transformed our work,
yes,
like our everyday life and our work.
And we did plan to kind of see it in different perspective of like developer, architect, or even as general users like us. And we asked our followers some kind of like questions that they want to ask us.
Yeah, we have gathered a few of those.
Yes.
So let's start with our questions. And I would like to start with the core question, like how has AI transformed your everyday life, your work? But before you answer, if there is anybody who doesn't know Jonah, maybe you could spend like a few seconds to introduce yourself.
Yes, that's right. Yes, thanks, Nikos. So, to those that have not seen me before or don't know me, I'm Jonah Andersson. I'm community tech friend of Nikos. I'm from Sweden as well, Azure MVP, and very active in the community as the founder of Azure User Group Sweden, in north of Sweden, virtual community. And then I work as a senior Azure consultant at Solidify. I have my own company where I deliver my IT trainings and where I put my mini royalties from the book that I wrote a year ago, which is the Learning Microsoft Azure at O'Reilly. So I'm very close to writing about Azure, and AI is one of the topics. Yeah.
Speaking about the book.
Yeah, speaking of book, we're recording this spontaneously. You know?
You will have to sign it. It's not a signed copy.
It's not signed.
No?
Okay.
We'll fix that.
To sign it. Yeah, we'll fix that. Thank you, Nikos. But I wrote this book for a year now, and it's a good introduction about the topic as well because I have 14 chapters in this book. It's basically a very good book for beginners who doesn't know so much about Azure, and even those that are intermediate, preparing for AZ 900 or AZ 204. But I have one chapter here about AI that I have to update very soon because when I release this book, ChatGPT
was a whole different world.
And then after just a few months, a lot of things happened in AI. Like first it was ChatGPT 2.5 during this book, and now it's like it's not just ChatGPT. There's also Copilots and other cloud providers and even agents, AI agents and agents talking to each other. Orchestration. Yeah.
Quite a lot's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. But to answer the question about how AI transformed the way I work is a good question because I'm a consultant or a person with multiple hats. So I can put, as a consultant, I can put a hat as a developer. I can put a hat as an architect as well, and even as a leader, mentoring others in my work. And as a developer, I believe I'm still adapting, to be honest, because we're still I have this critical thinking also sometimes, like something new. Sometimes you don't. I'm a type of person that don't just go ahead and adopt it. I have to think wisely. Is this good for me? Is this like yours? Yeah, that's right. Can I trust this? Because trust is something important to me, both professionally and personally. And when you're using a tool like AI as a developer, you're kind of like involving the AI technologies into your world, in your mind world. When you're a developer solving problems, we want to be able to focus to solve problems. We have a different way of problem solving skills depending on how we tackle them and our experience and the knowledge or logic that we have. But when you put in AI, that adds another complexity to it. And it means that being able to talk to it requires trust. So for me, I'm in the level right now that I use GitHub Copilot. Not every day, but I use it if I get stuck as my assistant, as my co-pilot, like a pair programming. So I asked it like in the prompt engineering way that, hey, I've been like handling this error in my code. Either it's a bicep, it's a Terraform, or a C# code. What's going on with this? I couldn't find the issue. Can you help me? So that's when I asked AI like GitHub Copilot and Visual Studio to help me at least find the issues. Sometimes, to be honest, sometimes it works. But sometimes I feel like we're going round the bush thing, with AI. So it did transform the way I work. In a way, as a developer, I get an AI Copilot pair programmer that I can work with when I get stuck, which allows me to save time instead of sitting in a bug for several days. I have an extra mind. That's how it works. Help at least for me as a developer. But other than that, as a normal user, I use it like, for example, when I use Microsoft Copilot for Azure sometimes at work in looking into the infrastructure. Like, for example, what are the resource group or subscription in my Azure that are costing a lot of money? Like, you can use Azure Copilot for that. Or what are the resources that are not utilized? You can delete that because it's not being. That's a very good feature, I think, in Azure that I think some of our watchers needs to consider. But as a general user, I have a paid version of Microsoft Copilot, and instead of Googling, for the past 6 years, I think I use it already to ask questions. I like to ask anything actually, and even sometimes to make fun photos of my dog Lawrence, or fun videos like they can do on other AI tools right now.
Exactly, there are fun tools for that. Yeah. I have to say that your answer surprises me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I think that I have gone a bit longer than you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I also wear a couple of hats. Like I write code and I do architect stuff and all of those things. And as a person, I need to have knowledge before I have an opinion or something. So for a few months, I tried to take a position of let me wait and see how this thing evolves. Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, it takes time to test all those things and to see what they really are worth and how serious they are. Like, is this just a funny thing? Like, other than doing funny pictures and stuff, can we use it for real?
For real, yes.
Yeah. And then you start to see people that you respect a lot, like yourself and like Scott Hanselman. And I think that I was watching one of his reels where he mentioned that if we see code development as building Lego models, then there is the fun parts and there is the boring parts that you have to iterate and do again and again and again. And that in his opinion, AI is going to take over those parts of coding, which is a very good thing.
Yes.
And that's when I thought that, you know what, let's give it a go. And
use it for problem solving, kind of.
Use it for problem
solving.
The hard
parts, that takes time for us.
Exactly, and what they call vibe coding.
Yeah, vibe
which
coding.
Means that instead of writing code yourself, you ask Copilot to do your things. And then as MVPs, it is one of our benefits to have access to Copilot and better varieties of it. And I am making good use of it. So I have on one of my projects is quite heavily and actively being developed right now.
Okay, it's a real project.
A real project,
not
of course.
Just like a
not a hobby one.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's
And so I told Copilot that we have this feature already, and to be like more clear, we kind of use clean code, and we have the services, the repositories, and the models.
Yeah.
So be inspired from that model and that repository and that service, and create a similar one for that model. And it did a perfect job. Perfect.
Really?
Yeah, better than what I would have. So you kind of get addicted to it and obsessed, and you feel that, okay, then I never have to code again. And of course you try it for a week or so, and then it starts doing not mistakes, but it starts doing things that you wouldn't expect. And sometimes the code you get is better than what you had expected.
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't really do what you think, or it doesn't have the context that you have. Like what you wrote is right, but if we run it on Azure, then we're going to get circuit exhaustion problems, for example. So I know that, and from the beginning, I wouldn't write the code the way Copilot wrote it. So in that manner, I see it exactly as Scott said, that it's very good, it's almost perfect on doing the boring stuff.
Yes.
But you still need to have to be the pilot. So
that's right.
Yeah.
That's why it's like co-pilot, because you're the pilot. That's why.
Correct.
Yes. So I kind of relate. I like hearing your story, because I recently shared a talk, the webinar at ESBC about Azure functions and Azure container apps.
Okay.
And then I have been very busy with work, so I said I'm gonna start a code demo project that's not like in Microsoft Learn. I'm gonna start it from scratch, and I did that for like few hours with the help of Copilot. First, I told them prompt engineering, like, hey, I need help. I want to do this exactly what I want. So it kind of like helped me create the base project and how I want to build it. But then later on, it took only like about an hour or so. But later on, when I was about like the night before I have my webinar and I got busy, the live demo did not work because I had AZD deployment issues because there were some syntax errors in some variables that Copilot and I had disagreement and the debugging challenges there. So, but otherwise, the entire demo took quicker. And it's almost perfect. I checked it recently because I need to upload the repository to share to the attendees. It's almost perfect, and it's just a deployment issue. But other than that, that project that has an OpenAI integration, an ACD with infrastructure as code and everything, we're done for a few hours. That actually helped me save time, because if I started it from scratch, start new project on VS Code or Visual Studio, that would have taken maybe a week, or it depends on how much time I have.
Of course.
So it as exactly as what you said about what the release you saw from Scott Hanselman, it helps us remove those things that takes time, the boring parts.
Yeah.
But we need to be the one that takes control, and we need to use our human powers and human mind also to give a judgment that, hey, are you hallucinating there? Are you hallucinating there?
I found that the agent mode of Copilot.
That's what I tried.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be.
It can, but if you're writing code, then it will try to build also.
Yeah,
and
it will try to build.
It will try to build, and it will read the console. So if it does like some dumb stuff, then the build will fail, and it will read the errors and understand what went wrong, and then it will correct its mistakes.
Yeah, that's what I tried. I did the agent mode, GPT 4.5, one of them. So I did the agent. I was coding with the agent, and it did actually help me, like not just build the entire repository or code with me, because I was like guiding it. I'm the one that decides. I told them, like, what's wrong with the code? I try when I talk to it. I tried like we, because I wanted like to maybe it makes a difference that we're gonna synergize. Yeah, but I said like that we got an error here. I said, okay, what's the error? And then I copy and paste the error, and it tried actually to solve the error. So do you want me to go ahead and correct the errors and refactor your code? Sure.
Feel free.
Why not? At the same time.
Of course.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Oh, that's great. Yes. And like if we get more practical and technical, are there any tools that real tools that you have replaced that you don't use anymore in your everyday work, and you have replaced them with AI enhanced version of those?
I think as a general user, maybe I use GitHub Copilot as a pair
with Visual Studio or with
both, actually, with VS Code. I use that. So, but it was my first time when I built the demo. It was my first time to use the agent mode, because usually I just use the Copilot chat. But when the agent mode came, I started like using it, and it's a pretty good help. But normally, as a normal user, instead of using Google search, I've been using Copilot or ChatGPT.
Okay, awesome.
That's like in searching, because I feel like when you do the normal traditional way we search, even though I used to work as a search engine optimization specialist, SEO specialist, back in the good old days, when you search a keyword on Google, then you have a list of pages that you have to go to that link, go to that link, go to that link. But with Copilot or ChatGPT, the way that prompting generative AI is built, it's you ask a question and you can converse with it, and you got the summary of everything, and even recommended links as well.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Myself,
How about you?
Yeah, well, first of all, I have moved over from Windows to Mac. And this isn't because of AI, it's mostly because I like the look and feel, mostly.
I should switch maybe to I have iPhone, but my computers where I do my programming and even work computers are still Windows, and I think most companies are still in Windows. But how is it like coding .NET or whatever Microsoft?
Well, that's the thing. Visual Studio, like the big one, it used to exist for Mac, but it died like maybe a year ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Now I am testing Rider.
Rider,
and I am very happy with it, to be honest. Very, very happy with it. It has a full integration with GitHub Copilot, and you can use different models. And I am also using Visual Studio Code, of course, which exists for Mac, and it works perfectly. Now, in fact, GitHub Copilot is better integrated with VS Code than with Rider, in my opinion. Because in VS Code, it does a better job to identify the context.
Yeah.
So if you have a file open, a CS file, then it will automatically use this as context.
Yeah. Yes.
When I write there, I have to manually
put in the folder, like the file name and file structure. Yeah, that's what I like about VS Code. I haven't tried Rider a lot, to be honest, because I have the paid version of like Visual Studio license.
No, I mean, I don't blame you. I would use Visual Studio.
And I have Windows also, so I but maybe I'll consider a Rider for definitely if I switch to Mac someday.
Yeah. And another thing that I haven't tested yet, but I have it in my to-do list, is the SQL agent.
Yeah, I haven't tried that as well.
See, like not for easy stuff like performing queries, but if it can introduce a new index in a database, if it can somehow optimize it, that would be very interesting to see.
Did you see the recent session at Azure User Group Sweden that I hosted with Okan, where we had a guest from Turkey, Omer? He did share about Azure OpenAI using Azure SQL, and then he used to program his robot to query the database, and he could ask questions to it from the database.
I only watched a few minutes because
you should watch
the time of activities.
Yes,
but I will definitely watch it.
But it's very interesting about it. But it's also like a bit of mixed feelings, because even though I tell you that AI has transformed the way I work as a developer, as a normal user, or whatever hats I put on, I cannot tell 100% yet that I completely trust it. I want to have the control in what I do with it, but at the same time, I have this critical thinking about data that I ingest with it. Like, we're thinking about responsible AI and trustworthy AI, which is also a very trending topic for us as IT.
Yeah.
It's something we think about. But what about those that are normal users, like elderly people or kids trying to use AI? They don't even do IT and don't even understand that thing yet.
That's a very important question. And actually in that subject, in fact, GitHub Copilot does have a layer of protection built in. By that I mean that obviously you shouldn't, but if you do paste like secrets or passwords and all that stuff, then those things will be masked on premises. So they will never be uploaded to a server or go to the LLM, absolutely not. But already the agent will remove all those if it identifies passwords and like sensitive data.
Yeah.
And this is definitely something that everybody that's building agents should do, because of course we believe that everybody means well and everybody has good intentions. But trust but verify.
Yeah, that's right. The principle of least privilege and stuff like that. But that made me remember what you discussed before we take the questions, and I'm not sure how long we are recording now, but when I was researching about Azure Container Apps, which was the recent webinar talk I did for the community, one of the features of Azure Container Apps is like dynamic sessions. And also its ability to scale. And those two features are good for scaling, especially if you're serverless GPUs for like bigger AI models. That's one good feature of Azure Container Apps, good for AI. But the dynamic session, as far as I understand how that I'm still like learning about it and I need to do more hands-on. But as far as how Microsoft built the feature for container apps, the dynamic sessions will allow developers or AI engineers to build Azure Container Apps in a way that they create specific sessions with the agents in a secure manner, especially DeepSeek, which can be like, hey, I'm integrating your AI, which is maybe there's security risk or maybe a third party, and I'm injecting your AI, like whatever, like how it is being integrated into my application. But hey, my application has sensitive data. So with the help of dynamic session, you can create specific session for that agent or model in a secure manner without integrating it completely, like scanning through the entire system. That's how I understood it, because I watched their session or demo during build, because they have a recording I shared on that on my talk. But that is something I myself would like to check out as well. Like thinking about isolating AI agent code in a way, AI models in a separate container, so it doesn't infect you. It doesn't do other stuff.
Yeah, pollute.
We can pollute, maybe something worth checking out as well, if you have any kind of use case.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'll definitely look at it.
Yeah.
Now, before going to the last question I have written down, and to me the most important one, I want to take the two questions that we got from our followers.
Yeah, from followers. You have some that you got from your followers.
I did, yes.
And then we got one, two from me, yes. Should I ask the question, because I've been doing lots of the talking now, should I ask the question now from your audience? So that's the first one, and this is an AMA for you. Anything. And you got a question from Ali. It's hi Ali, thanks for asking.
Hi Ali.
Yes, hi. So Ali asked, I'm a PhD student nerding out with PyTorch, I hope I pronounce it, Edge AI. Lots of theoretical work. How can I remain active in practical AI/ML world that you guys lived in?
Well, to be honest, I can't claim that I live in the AI/ML world. Like, I'm not actively contributing in building AI models and machine learning models. I don't. I don't know if you do. I'm not really there. I'm more a consumer of AI right now.
Yeah, I think me too as well. I consider. I don't think unless you work with AI and machine learning day to day, maybe that's what you can call it. Like you study it.
Yeah, like if you do fine tuning and if you're doing stuff like that, then maybe you can claim that. But I don't.
Yeah.
Yet again, I think that we can answer the question a bit more general. Like if you want to remain active in anything, Ali, you won't believe how active the communities are. At least the Microsoft communities. There is like an ocean of opportunities for you to learn and to take part. And there are so many active projects right now.
Yes.
You can just have your pick. Like if you look...
Generative AI, machine learning, it's like for beginners series. There's a lot on GitHub.
Exactly.
They even have their own like aka.ms links for that as well. And even Microsoft Learn, they're actually, as far as I know, I'm also contributing to Microsoft Learn as an MVP. And as far as I know, they're integrating a lot of like AI tools within the learning path of Microsoft Learn that you can utilize it. So I think to remain active is to stay curious.
Yeah, stay curious and don't be shy.
Yes.
Like it's a matter of time. If you haven't already found a community that is focused on AI, like a local community or a digital community, then look at Meetup and just Google it, I guess. And for sure you will find something very close to you. I believe that Ali is based in Lund, which is here right outside of Malmö. Okay. Very, very close. And you know what? If you don't find, why not start something of your own? And this is not only to Ali, but to
everybody.
Yeah, you have started a community.
Yes.
I am together with some good friends running Azure's Corner. This is something that it is very appreciated and it gives more than what it takes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So he did mention here also, how can I remain active in the practical AI and machine learning world? And aside from what you added to be part of a community, and if you don't have a community, build one, is to also, like, as I said, be curious to learn and learn by doing. Like, not just learn by doing like mini project, but think of a typical way, like think of a problem that you have right now that is repetitive, that you can build something out of to solve the problem.
That's great.
And that can be something that practically you can solve with AI, machine learning, or anything tools right now. Like it can be agentic AI, it can be MCP servers also, and it can be like generative AI. And there is a lot of free tools actually available today. It's too many that I myself think it's hard where to start. I'm very transparent and honest. But Ali, I hope that helped our answer to your question.
Yeah.
Let's take the second one.
Yes.
Is it also from Ali?
Yeah, those three are from Ali.
Yes. Okay. How was Nikos' experiments with the Jetson Nano?
The Jetson Nano.
Are there any opportunities in heterogeneous or distributed AI to solve cool stuff?
Well, my experiments went great. I managed to install Ubuntu, which is what I try to do on Jetson Nano, and I managed to run Olama and those mini micro LLMs, and they went perfect actually. So I got pretty much the same, not the same, but not very far. Similar performance to what I get on my desktop computer. And Jetson Nano is like a platform that's this big.
I think, yes.
Yeah, it's a very interesting project.
Okay. Check it out.
So the verdict is that you can definitely build AI-based projects that run on premises on this particular platform. And I totally recommend you to get one yourself and give it a try. I believe that they are available again online because they were out of stock for like almost a year or something.
I should be the one to also check it out.
Definitely.
Share it out.
So yeah, my experiment went great, and you will hear more about that soon. And I totally recommend that both you and Ali and everyone give it a try.
I'm still pretty new to AI. I mean, I'm a user. I tried to Copilot with it. I use it as my Copilot, but building more is something that I actually want to learn more and do more hands-on. But before we proceed to the last question, Nikos, there's a question part of the term that Ali mentioned, distributed AI.
Yeah.
So when we talk about distributed AI, can you just explain it to the beginner so they know what we're talking about?
Well, in simple words, it means that you run some parts of your project on premises, some parts on the cloud, maybe various cloud providers and cloud service providers as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much
like distributed applications. It can be anywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I have another third question here. AI can be over or underhyped.
Yeah.
How can we establish realistic expectations across an organization and ourselves on how it can deliver value?
Yeah.
Good question.
Fantastic question.
Good question, Ali.
Fantastic question, Ali. And you know what? I believe that I want to answer it together with the last question that I have to you. So let's put an asterisk on that. Yeah.
Okay, I see that you have your notes here. So should we take the question?
Yes,
the second question. I think we got a question from fellow MCT as well.
Yeah.
Sidish. Let's see. I haven't prepared the answer for that, but I'll just.
Let's go for the question of Sides, a fellow MCT.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for asking the question, Sides.
Yes. Hi, Sides.
Let's see what Jonah says.
Yes.
So most of us have a fear of. This is a question I will say for last. So let's save it and go to the next one.
Okay.
As a technical trainer, how can I augment my prep and delivery using AI tools?
Yes, as an MCT, as a technical trainer, or as a teacher as well, teaching IT, for example. You're also a trainer. You're teaching. For me, you also have a perspective on this for sure. For me, as a technical trainer or Microsoft certified trainer, I still use my material. I create my content and build it in any kind of format. But if we speak and focus about AI, I utilize most of the time Microsoft Copilot in researching. And then PowerPoint, like if you have to build the content or presentation from scratch.
Yeah.
Even as a speaker, you're kind of like a technical trainer there. Sometimes you can also use the AI built in Microsoft PowerPoint also to kind of evaluate your existing content that you build in your PowerPoint. or let it build for you, but don't trust it so much. Just like doing Copilot and pair programming, you can start a template with Copilot and PowerPoint, but make sure that you don't just like create it using Copilot and then go on your presentation or your class. You really need to put your input as well and your knowledge into it. And as I said, like when you're teaching out, don't rely on theory and PowerPoint, but you also need to show to your students, like demo a lot of things that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. But that's how as a trainer, I think that's what I use personally, but I'm sure there are other tools, like aside from researching, using ChatGPT or Copilot, there's definitely more AI tools that can be used, like for example, in coding or preparation for programming class, for example.
All
so
the
AI can
you create.
So it can be utilized actually. But that's also when I also have to add that maybe some sensitive materials, like for example, as an MCT, of course, we are not allowed to spread out the material to public. So it's also very important that you're not breaking any NDA or compliance when it comes to like injecting your content with AI, especially if it's open source. So it's also something as a technical.
I used to run it through Tina. Our MVP correspondent in Microsoft. Yeah, every time I wanted to do a presentation that I felt was kind of edgy, I asked her, is it fine if I say that? Go for it.
Yeah, it's always good to double check. Like as a Microsoft certified trainer as well, for example, there are also rules for us. He is also an MCT, so we have rules also and things that we cannot share out to the public. So it's also a good thing. So it really depends for that. But how about you? How are you utilizing AI for teaching?
I do quite for teaching.
For teaching or training?
It gives me a boilerplate. Like I want to speak about Azure functions. Give me like 5 things that I need to say. And again, it's the boring stuff. Like if I search into my mind and if I look into my projects, I will definitely find all those things. But I mean, this is why AI is for. Like to do the boring
basic,
stuff.
The product, make you boring stuff and do the product to help you be more productive. I want to add also that one of the things that I use ChatGPT or Copilot for is like finding ideas, because you sometimes you have this idea, a topic that you want to share or you want to present, but you don't know how to start. You probably have like 3 or 5 bullet points of your main idea, but sometimes you can use AI as well, or AI tools as your mind map collaborator, or you synergize with it and help it, let it help you when it comes to being productive in preparing the outline of your content. So that's how I kind of like use it sometimes if needed, and if I feel like I couldn't gather my thoughts in preparation for a course or something.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And now I want us to go to the last question. And I expect from you first an yes or no answer.
Okay.
And then you can explain and elaborate as much as you want.
Okay.
So, will AI take our jobs? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. Please explain.
I don't think that AI will take our jobs. I mean, is it if it's in the next 5-10 years? I don't think so. In the next 50 years, probably. It depends on how we are teaching AI and building with AI, because AI is smart, or maybe smarter than us today, but it won't be beyond human capacity and human logic better than we are humans, unless we feed it with good information, in my perspective. So I don't think, at least as long as I am a developer, I don't or I have a control and influence to my friends, I don't think so. How about you?
Very well. Okay. Well, the same question to me.
Yes.
Now, First of all, I believe that the real question, and as our followers are also wondering, and we are also wondering, the real question isn't if somebody is going to take our jobs. The real question is if we are useless. I mean, this is the fear that I don't have anything to do. I need to find another job. And to that question, I can answer categorically no. But will AI take our jobs? Absolutely yes. The way we do them today. So
yes, that's a good answer as well.
Yeah, I mean, because you do have to explain that. And in my opinion, like, did accountants disappear when Excel came out? No. Instead, they got a fantastic tool to do what they're good at even better, even faster, even more.
Yes.
It's the same for us. And remember, like, I have been writing code since, I won't say 20 years, but close to 20 years. I started with C. And
you're revealing how old you are now.
Yeah, and I mean,
Visual Basic for me.
A lot of manual labor.
Yeah.
And those were replaced by C#. And in C# we have the templates, and we have Visual Studio, which creates a project, and you get the CS Proj file, and you get the CS file, and everything. So you don't start from zero. Yes. You start from from a basis, and you build upon. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
AI is going to do the stuff that we don't want to do, and probably this is almost the majority of our tasks today if we take coding. Like, in my opinion, if someone can write the code I wish to write better than me, feel free, of course, please do it.
Yeah.
But are our skills useless? Absolutely not. Quite the opposite, actually. Like, this is the best time to become a developer. And it is the best time to learn code, because since AI, in my opinion, is going to be writing the vast majority of code in the foreseeable future, it is extremely important that we are able to understand the code and to be able to see if it really does what we intended to do.
Yeah, that's right.
So, to summarize, in my opinion, is AI going to take our jobs? It's not going to take our employments. But it's going to alter the way we do our work.
The way we work, yes. I mean, it already does actually now, today.
Totally.
Yeah, I do agree. I do like the insights that you have shared there, that you did say something that, I mean, I am also a developer that went to school, studied computer science, learned programming, C#. Visual Basic was my first programming language, but today is the best time for younger generation to learn programming compared to us in the good old days, because we had to learn from scratch. We do the boring stuff in school. But today, if you're vibe coding or programming with AI, as long as you don't let it do all the 100% work and you're taking control and you ask questions, very good questions, like, why is this code this? What is this function doing? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And AI, for sure, is very logical to give us a humanly response for us to help us understand the code better as well. So I think for kids learning or younger generation who wants to learn programming, it should be quicker for them with the help of AI. And I also agree with you that it won't, no was my strong answer on the first question. It won't take our jobs, but at the same time, I say yes in a way that AI is going to change the way we work in terms of helping us be more productive and eliminate the boring stuff that takes our time. And the time is very precious, and that is something many of us don't know. Yeah.
That's what we sell. Like, at the end of the day, we're selling expertise and we're selling time, like the time it takes to do stuff. So if we can do more things in shorter time, that's better for everybody, including us.
Yes.
So no fear. Like, don't be afraid. Carry on doing what you do, and don't try to stop change. Like, and this is also one thing I want to mention, because change can be intriguing, and there's many people who are afraid of change.
But there's a quote that says, it really struck me also when I first heard it, the constant thing in the world is change.
Exactly.
I don't know who said that, but it's like something I have in mind, like when I'm afraid of making a change or adopting a change, I remember that quote all the time.
Yeah, and that's correct. Yes. So, I mean, the internet killed the newspaper, but it didn't kill journalism.
Yeah.
Did it? No. It changed TV. It changed entertainment. It didn't kill it.
Yes.
And AI is not going to kill anything. I mean, come on. I understand why it can be intriguing, why it can be scary. But I am more than optimistic about our future and about everyone's future. It's a fantastic tool. Don't wait to adapt it and don't wait to use it. Yeah. It's going to be great.
It will be more like, I think the mindset we have is to adopt it and use it as your productivity tool. And have, of course, this, because I was in a panel discussion in Global Azure Portugal, and I was part of the panel, like leaders doing AI, and the discussion was also about AI. Will AI take our careers? And that's like a lot of interaction from the audience and that on that session. But one of the things that one of the co-speakers in the panel shared was in this generation, he even works in the university in Portugal. One of the most important skill when working with AI is critical thinking. So it's good to be like even in recruitment, one of the panelists shared that they look for critical thinking skills of someone that want to work with AI. Okay. It's a way that I think, if I understood it correctly, if you have this critical thinking mindset, you don't just accept what is given to you. You are also critical about what could be wrong, yes or no, or you have this different possibility and mindset. And when you work with AI and you have this critical mindset, you're always this, of course, it's negative to say you're always critical. What do you do that? But you have that ability at least to detect that AI is doing or performing something wrong. Yes. So that's how, if we have that kind of that skill and then the knowledge of building with AI, make our application smarter, make us productive, and also thinking about protecting our data and AI security, our responsibility in using it, I think that will make our future more productive and smarter without us human being worried that it will take our jobs, right? Because we're confident that we built this. It's us that built the data inside it.
In the end, it's like the founder of IKEA, Ingvar Kamprad, said, like,
so
things remain to be done. Glorious future.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yes. Do we have more questions, Nikos?
No, we don't.
We discussed a lot of interesting
topics. But we do have to go meet another MVP and very good friend of ours.
Yes. Right?
So let's close here and let's do that again with another subject.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Thanks for accepting the invitation and having you.
Thanks, Nikos, and I'm excited to hear what are your thoughts about our interview and discussion today. And if you think Nikos and I and other MVP friends should do more like this, let us know and send us a comment what you want us to talk about. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.